Alrighty, guys, so it's about that time. We have to go over 7 stocks that I'm looking at right now. We're going to break down the charts, talk about where I'm looking to buy, sell, entry, exit points, all that good stuff. So if you all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull, up to 27 stocks, guys, linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers, let's dive into it. So the markets right now, as we are about 20 minutes away from close, are not looking the best. We have the Russell down 0.6%, which is leading the losses. We have the NASDAQ down 0.3% as the S&P's down 0.2 roughly, and we have the Dow Jones down a little bit more than 0.3%. And the VIX is actually up 4% right now, and we have the metals moving up in a pretty decent way as well. We have gold up 0.9%, and we have silver up 1.3%. Not bad. And we do again have all the indexes in the red, at least here in the U.S. I'm not sure what stock market you guys are paying attention to, but I'm sure you're mostly looking at the U.S. Stock market here if you're watching this channel, right? So pretty much a red day across the board today, but a lot of stocks did decent today, and the charts are not looking so bad. So I don't think I covered Walmart's earnings when they came out on Thursday, but either way, this stock is currently down 1.1% right now, and we're clearly not getting rejected, or rather, we're not breaking out. We are getting rejected at $155, but we're seeing resistance there, like you guys can see, and we have been for quite some time, for months, pretty much all year, stemming back from November, end of November, early December. So that's clear as day, and earnings did not get us through that resistance. In fact, we're now down a good amount after earnings. I believe the stock popped to about 155. Now we're at 149. Not a good amount. I mean, we're only down 3% from that point. But either way, we are now under 155, and I'm not sure if we'll see the earnings here. Let me see though if I could find them. Looks like they did. Sales of, actually, I can't even see the sales, but revenue came in, and you guys know, I mean, they do a lot of sales. I think probably close to $150 billion, if I remember correctly. Maybe 152 is what they came in at. They beat the estimate. I think the estimate was 148. I remember looking at them yesterday and reading through the report, guys. But yeah, Walmart beat revenue. EPS came in at $1.47. I believe that beat as well. And it looks like here they see adjusted EPS for Q2 around $1.63 to $1.68. Not too bad. And revenue guidance, I'm not seeing anything on revenue guidance, but either way, pretty good report from Walmart. And of course, you guys probably know a lot of people are now flocking more towards essentials. That's what we've learned from Target's earnings, Home Depot, and Walmart. 60%, I think right around 61% of Walmart's annual sales in the U.S. come from groceries, guys. And more people are buying groceries, essentials from Walmart now, which is only making that number go up 60%. It's probably going to go up even more. So think about that. $150 million in sales, or $1 billion in sales, 60% of that's groceries. So we're talking what? 80 billion, 85 billion is from groceries. That is insane, and that number is only growing. And, you know, we've seen categories like clothing at Target decrease, right? You know, that's not an essential, right? Well, clothing is an essential, right? You know, obviously we all need clothes, but the excess amount of clothes, let's be honest, most people that go to Target, they don't need all the clothes they're buying. They've cut back on that, right? They've cut back on that, and that's showing in the sales as Target's, groceries are going up as well, and other essentials, right? So we're seeing that across the board right now. And Walmart, the chart looks decent. I mean, we're above the 180 SMA right now. We're more oversold than overbought on the RSI. So let's see if we can get some sort of pop right at this moving average. That's kind of what I'm watching for here at about 148, 150 bucks. And if we fall through 148, which is possible, I'll set my alert at markets at or below 147. I'll put it there. There's a chance we could start going even lower, 135, 140, maybe lower than that. But right now, I'm looking for the bounce at the 180 moving average. Time will tell if it actually happens, guys. So the next stock here is Cisco, ticker symbol CSCO, and I believe they reported earnings a couple days ago. Forgot to mention them on the channel. I think they were on Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday after the bell. The stock stock dumped from around, let's see, 47.60 down to about 45.50. It dropped 5% after earnings, but now clearly it has recovered all that and some. Look at that. Yesterday morning, we had a crazy run from 45.11 all the way to $48. That was a almost 6% move. Then today, it's up 1.8%, another almost 2%, 88 cents roughly is what it's up on the day. Pretty impressive there for Cisco. So let me see if I can actually pull back these earnings or pull up the earnings. Looks like they did EPS of $1, which beat the 97 cents expected. That's good. And they beat on revenue, $14.57 billion versus $14.39 billion expected. So beat EPS, beat revenue. And let me see, did they guide up on revenue EPS? I'm not necessarily seeing that, but it looks like they topped guidance. The stock is falling. That's what Barron's was saying a couple days ago. Now it's obviously going crazy, right? So overall, if I pull up the chart, now we're above where we were before the earnings, which is great. We're now trading at a multi-day high on the 5-day chart and on the 20-day chart, multi-week high. You guys see that. And if I pull the 4-hour chart up, we are now breaking back over the moving averages for the first time since, well, the beginning of April. Really, that's the last time since we were above both moving averages until literally today, guys, as now we're breaking back over the 180. You guys can see that on the 4-hour chart right here. Boom, we're breaking back over. That's really good. So we are a little overbought on Cisco, I'll be honest, but let's see if we can hold 48, 49, maybe we break over 50. Let's see if we can hold this spot for a little bit and then make our next move, which could be up to the lower mid-50s, and we'll see where it goes from there. But at this point, guys, with the type of market we're in, this could go either way. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. But overall, it is doing very well to end off the week, and it's recovered a lot. So we're going to cover it, or rather watch it, and probably cover it again to do an update. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell if you have not done that already. So the next stock I want to go over is EXC, also known as Exelon. This is up 1.3% right now, and in my opinion, guys, it is pretty oversold. You guys can see on the 4-hour chart here, we have gone down straight in a pretty much straight line from $43 down to $39. That was a drop of 9%, and today it's up 1.3%. We're kind of consolidating a little bit right at the bottom of this channel. So the way I'm looking at it is, I'm just looking to see if we get a relief rally, maybe a pop towards these moving averages, top of the channel. You guys get my drift on that, right? It's pretty simple. If we get a move back towards, let's say, 40, 41, $42, that's where the money could be made. And of course, if we get up there, we get back towards 42, 43, maybe we could short it at that point. We could play it, both ways. If, that's if it stays within this channel. We could still turn down and maybe fall under $38, which would obviously not be good. But right now, we are getting the buying pressure. It's up 1.4% on the day. Pretty good. Let's see if that momentum could continue. So that is EXC. We also have Lululemon on the list for today, guys. Ticker symbol LULU, which you guys probably know. This stock went ballistic after earnings. It went from $315 to $375, almost $380 in the span of a day or two. That's 21%. Then it coasted up even more towards $390. We barely took the highs out from the beginning of December, but we did nonetheless. And now we're starting to cool off again, which honestly, we need to cool off. This thing got way too hot. It needs to cool off a bit, and that's what we're doing. We're now down $21 from the highs, roughly 6%. Nothing crazy, but we are cooling off into earnings, which they are bound, or not bound, they are expected to report on the 1st of June, so that's in about 2 weeks, a little less than that. So Lulu's going to be reporting, guys, and if it comes down even more, and mind you, it's already oversold on the RSI, but if it gets even more oversold, we come down 350, 355, 180 SMA. This could be getting ready for a move off that point. Maybe we get a pop there, and, a nice rally could come after that. So keep your eyes on Lululemon. And guys, I have a question. Have you gotten up to 15 stocks yet for Moomoo? If the answer to that is no, use that link down below or go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. And guys, listen, once you fund your account with at least $100, you get 4 more stocks totaling 5 stocks, and fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks totaling 15 free stocks. So if you guys want to help out the channel, channel and you want some free money, it's a win-win, guys. Use that Moomoo link down below. And let's say you don't like Moomoo, let's say you don't like the platform, you can simply take out all your money, you keep all the free stocks, and there's no strings attached. So use that Moomoo link. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's talk about the last 3 stocks that we have on the list today, which are, well, you got to wait for the other 2, but the first of the 3 is Boeing, ticker symbol BA, which you guys probably know. This has been trading sideways for, so many months at this point. I'm losing track. It's currently at 205, and what are we in the late May, roughly mid to late May, and this has been trading sideways since the beginning of January. So all year, almost 6 months at this point, we've been moving sideways. So we can see now we're starting to break back over the moving averages on this 4-hour time frame, which we haven't done that in a couple of weeks. And yes, we still have a death cross on Boeing, but that could turn at any moment now for all we know. And again, we're breaking back over the moving averages. We're moving towards multi-week highs on the stock. And for me, guys, if we do start taking out the highs from this week, overall being 208, we start breaking 210 in general, which also was a high from a couple weeks ago, that could be a sign that we might be going to the top of this range again, 215, maybe towards 218, maybe not 220, that put us out of the range, but maybe 215, 218. That's where Boeing could be going. So I'm putting my alerts 210. Another one's at $225, as you guys can see, which would be if we take out the highs from back in the middle of February. So Boeing is more of a it's a sideways play. We'll see if it breaks out of there for a little couple dollar move. That's what I'm looking for. And the next one here is Humana, ticker symbol HUM. Let me pull it up and show you guys. This is holding the 180 SMA right now on the 4-hour chart. We've pulled back a good amount. You guys can see that from around 540 to about 513, down 5-6%. Nothing crazy, but we did shake out some weak hands. It's cooled off a bit on the RSI, and we're right by the 180 moving average. So if buyers come in here at around 510, 515, which, we're waiting on it. We're giving it some time. Today, it's pretty much at break even when I'm making this video. If we do get the pop at this point, if we start popping at this point, maybe back towards 520, we start breaking 520, that could be the confirmation that we need to see before this starts to maybe start going towards 540 again, which is where we pretty much double topped. First top being in the middle of April, second top being end of April, early May. That's where it could be going, guys. So Humana, this is one that I'm looking for the bounce, being patient, watching it very closely. And the last stock on the list, guys, is Nike, which is pretty oversold right now. It's down 3.5%. And maybe this has to do with retail stocks in general this week not doing very well. We saw Foot Locker get demolished today. It's currently down probably 27%, still right around where it was when I covered it earlier. Complete destruction for Foot Locker, and you guys know what's going on. There's a lot of theft going on. Target, they're losing $500 million to $1 billion per quarter right now. Foot Locker's losing a bunch of money. Nike's probably losing some money as well. Maybe not as much, but you got to realize, guys, these shoes that are in Foot Locker, what are they? They're Nike shoes, right? They have these deals going on with Foot Locker. There's, money being lost there. And sure, there's Nike locations across the world, retail locations, where I'm sure there's theft right now. So no doubt this is being felt. And, the overall pressure on retail, I believe, is sending down, Nike today, at least in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. But this is getting pretty oversold. We are getting, pretty beaten down under these moving averages. We have a death cross. So I'm not really getting too excited to jump in quite yet, but I'm kind of waiting for the relief rally play. When's the relief rally going to come? That's kind of what I'm waiting for here on Nike. So I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, and you can get 12 stocks from Webull, link down below. And feel free to check out the Patreon, guys, if you want to be a part of the Discord chat. You want to see me build out the Patreon portfolio, get more access to me throughout the day, get my charts and ideas. All that good stuff is on Patreon, link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys later.